Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. And I want to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay.
Please.
Cool. So, Kubra, as a London-based contractor involved in many large Android projects, what's the experience like contributing to apps with a worldwide user base?
I can say it has been technically challenging and incredibly rewarding. Right now, I work for Ford Motor Company. We have recently released a global rollout and a fresh new look. And I shared the news on LinkedIn. And a friend of mine, my friend from high school, from Germany, he sent me a message with a UI I built. He asked me, "Are you working on this app?" Getting moments like that is incredible. And it is technically challenging because you need to think worldwide. You need to think about scalability, localization, and we talk about Android, so many different OEMs, Samsung, Xiaomi, and Oppo, Pixel, so different device quirks. You need to think about all those. And also different time zones. Right now we have team in US and in the UK and in Asia as well. That taught me document clearly and communicate well. But the most amazing thing is I had the opportunity to work with so many amazing developers, and that exposure gave me an exponential growth curve. Every project, every team, and every different tech stack, they all pushed me further. So I'm very grateful for that.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I am aware that you've been a GDG and Women Tech Makers lead since 2014. So that's 11 years, essentially. How was that long-term community work shaped you as an Android developer?
Saying out loud 10 years is wild, right? And I think I am literally the perfect example of how a community can drive an Android developer's career. I can definitely say the community drove my career. It was the engine. A good example, Kotlin Everywhere campaign. As soon as Google announced Kotlin is the first-class language, I volunteered to visit different cities. And I didn't just teach. I visited to those cities. I taught people. I learned from them. And then I brought everything back to work, and I applied. So that was great. We also have direct access with Googlers. And we are so fortunate for that, because we can ask one-to-one questions to Googlers, and I apply as soon as I learn. I apply at work, so that was quite helpful. And beyond those technical things, there is something valuable, which is the soft skills, because leading a community, workshops, and everything about the community, everything I do, it actually gives me some soft skills, and that made me stand out in the eyes of recruiters as much as my code did. So that was quite helpful. And 10 years means an entire army of cute Android dolls at home. That's also a good thing.
Love that. Love that. Like, generally, love the way you put it in a sentence. Let's go back in time a bit. You started with Eclipse in 2013. What's the one thing that you don't miss about those days, now that you're in love with Kotlin and Android Studio?
I know. It is like a Jurassic Times of Android development. And if you survived Android development in 2013, you should qualify for a veteran's pension. I can't believe we had Eclipse and we had a sync task. I don't really miss the Gradle build times that took longer than my coffee breaks. But these days, Android development is delightful. We have Kotlin modern language, we have Android Studio, great tooling, and coroutines. So these are all feels very luxurious.
That's great. It seems like life is a lot easier nowadays. But
Definitely.
as you said, you are qualified to receive veteran pension if you've been through those times. So make sure we should apply, right?
Yeah.
Not me, because I'm not, but definitely. Cool. So after 10 years of leading communities, what's the why that keeps you going? What still motivates you to dedicate your time to GDG and women tech makers?
I have so many reasons. The first one is people. I met really amazing people. It feels like a second family in the whole world. And I genuinely believe in sharing is caring. When we share, actually learning something, the best way of learning something is teaching it. When you try to teach, you learn by heart. But on the other side, burnout in the community work is real. And 10 years is too long. It needs to evolve, right? Sustaining, doing the same thing for such a long time is not realistic. For me, pandemic was a break, and then I came back as a mentor for GDG Academy. At GDG Academy, we aim to bridge the gap between the real world, the real practices, and the academic teaching. Speaking with students are inspiring. I really love it. Their curiosity reminds me why I started that, why I'm still doing it. So I have so many reasons to stay, and I want to keep holding the door open for the next generation because someone did for me, and I want to do for someone else.
That's amazing. It's about giving back. I agree with you 100%.
Exactly, the joy of giving back.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, 100%. Would you be able to share a specific memory from your past community experience that really defines what Women Tech Makers or GDG means to you?
Yeah, I have this memory from DevFest Reading. I invited Chetaz and Harmankaya to DevFest Reading, the most iconic Android names on earth. And they actually said yes. And it was so early in the morning. I couldn't sleep, by the way, at that night. I was so excited. I picked them up from their hotel with a Tesla Uber, so early in the morning. I bought simit, Turkish bagel for them. They sat in the back and ate simit. And then we went to train station. We took the train from London to Reading. And I had 3 luggages of swag, 3 heavy luggages. They helped me to carry the luggages to DevFest Reading. I still don't believe that it was real. I feel like it was a dream. So they attended my talk. My legs were shaking all the time, but they are so humble. They're so kind people. Then that day remind me the meaning of GDG, like big names but small egos. A community where everyone helps each other.
Love that. I think we should do a pin with this message. Big names, small egos. That's very impactful, actually. Love that. You are good at cooking. Love that. One last question for me. No more questions. No more grilling. No more drilling. For the developers here at DevFest, what's the single most important lesson you've learned from running a community?
Yeah, we always say that in the community. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. So the connections are very important. Today, don't just look at the screens, to slides, but speak to someone sitting next to you. Try to make a connection. Connection should be the thing that taking home today.
Amazing. Thank you so much for this. Really appreciate for your time, and
Thanks for having me.
definitely you should keep an eye on her future talks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.